Welcome to Bricks and Toys, to a very, very long-awaited episode of building the brand new Collector's Edition Burrow. This set could not have came at a better time, and it's one of the Harry Potter sets that I have been asking for a year and a half now, since I've been doing Harry Potter Lego. So before we talk about the pricing of the set and the promos and all of that good stuff, I want to talk about why am I so excited about this set and why it could not have came at a better time. Well, it's perfect timing because we're not funded by my mom anymore. Mostly, it's funded out of my pocket. So for all of you longtime subscribers out there who wondered, would there be Bricks and Toys if he didn't have his mommy? Well, guess what? I never really needed my mommy. I only needed myself. My mom was a huge catalyst in getting this project off of the ground, but who actually moves the rail car? It's perfect to get the Burrow because it's for my collection, and it is my first Harry Potter Collector's Edition set. It's kind of a shame, guys. I was going to get a few of those Collector's Edition sets for my mom. I think she was considering giving me Diagon Alley, and I think Gringotts, I'm not quite sure. But she threw a tizzy fit when I had to sell some of my Lego City sets, the modular buildings, and like the loop coaster and stuff, to get some funding for the move. And so she kind of was like, well, I'll just keep them now and I'll take them with me. This is just really freaking cool to finally be able to get the brand new Collector's Edition Harry Potter set for myself and build it for you guys. Now, let's go on and talk about this set. This set does retail right now for $260 US. And in my opinion, out of the two big 200 and more sets of September, this one is easily the best. Sorry, you Nightmare Before Christmas fans, including myself. That set's going to be cool. We're going to talk about it soon. I hope that it ships. Maybe. But this one has so much hype in my heart. And this one's, yeah, this is where it's at. By buying this set, you automatically get the promo. I love how Lego does set-specific promos. This is supposed to be a clock. We will talk about these promos built and put together at the end of the video. But this is supposed to be a clock, the Weasley clock. You get this by buying the Burrow. Now, if you buy any Lego set from Harry Potter during the Back to Hogwarts week, which is the 1st through the 10th, by the time this video comes out, it'll already be over. For like the first 30 or 40 you spend, you can get Draco in the Forbidden Forest, 30677. But if you spend 130 more on those sets, you get the Borgin and Burke's Floo Network set, which is 40695. And this features Lucius Malfoy. So we have Draco and we have Lucius between these two sets. Now, this set goes with the Forbidden Forest stuff that we've gotten throughout the year, which is like Aragog, and then the other one, I forgot what it was called. But this one ties more in with the Burrow due to the Harry Potter scene of where he transfers through the Floo network for the first time, and he says Diagonal Alley instead of Diagon Alley, and he winds up at the wrong place at kind of the right time where he kind of gets to see that Malfoy's doing some shady-ish. So that's really cool that we get that with this set. This is just cool to go with my existing Forbidden Forest stuff. And this is just really unique in general. I can't wait to take it out and see if it's made of metal. It feels pretty heavy. It says this item is not a toy. 3 and older, so this definitely is not a toy. So this will be pretty cool to look at. Now let's go over this box and see what we can expect from this set. And let's move these off to the side. So now I am over here to talk about the box. So this is your traditional Collector's Edition, 18 and older-ish type of box. You got the black box, a little bit of a color hue, and then right smack dab in the middle is the set imposed on all of that. We have the Burrow put up at the top, Collector's Edition. I like how the font and the writing of the name of the set is kind of like out of place and kind of like jiggy. That goes exactly with the theme of the set. I think that's one really cool thing. Looking at it, you can see they got the pigs, they got Harry, they got the whole Weasley family. Do not ask me to name every one of those Weasleys. I can't. And I will admit that now. We're all good. Coming down to the bottom, we have the blue stripe at the bottom. 18 and older, 76437 is going to be your set number for this one. 2,405 pieces to get this one built. Looking at the side of the box, we don't really have anything on the side of the box, just that Harry Potter typical with the wand and the three of them at the bottom, the logo at the top. Coming over here, we got the Burrow in different languages, and then they do not eat it like normal. Looking up at the very top, we have what we would expect for a set like this. We have the minifigures listed out right here along the bottom with all of their names. So that solves the problem of me trying to name all of the Weasleys. More important, we got the owl, eagle, or whatever his name is, Earl. The one that flies into windows, and he's very, very pathetic, which goes in with the line of the Weasleys. They get things done, just they're odd, which is cool. So, looking at these minifigures lined up with the one-to-one using Harry, we can just go over them really quick. We have Harry Potter, and then we have the Weasleys of Ginny, Ron, Molly, Arthur, Percy, Charlie, Bill, Fred, and George. So every single minifigure of this set is a Weasley, except Harry Potter. So looking at the bottom of the box, we got our QR code. We have some Legal Eagles, Lego website. They want us to use that Builder app. I say hell no. You see my last video, I kind of had to use that, and it was not my favorite thing to do. Coming over to the back of the box, we have the dimensions of the set, 18 inches tall, 9 inches wide. Now the good thing about this set with those dimensions, it should fit pretty easily on a floating shelf from IKEA. Those are about 11 inches deep, so this should fit on a shelf like that. Displaying Lego, I have learned by moving into a 2-bedroom apartment and having to downsize, IKEA makes your life easier, but not everything fits on an IKEA. Thus, you have bigger or deeper bookcases and not shelves. Shelves are 11 inches average at IKEA. So, yeah. Taking a look at the set, we can get an idea of all the activities. We got the Floo Network chimney. We have what looks to be some charcoal on Harry's face. Again, that goes with it. I see one of these wizard tiles of where you can collect the wizard faces on multiple Harry Potter sets from Lego this year. There we have Earl with a letter. Looks like we have one of the Weasleys in bed in some PJs. We have a whole thing going down here in the kitchen. Just a lot of stuff going on. And then we have some pictures of the movie. Well, one from the movie right here. And then we have some pictures of Molly and Ginny in the set. Just a lot of stuff. And it even shows some play features of the dishes cleaning themselves, which we see from the movie. One really cool thing about this set, and it should have been a big clue as to what was to come from the Harry Potter Collector's Edition this year, is a set that I have right up here, just reaching, and is the Ford Anglia, Anglia. This is the perfect addition to this set. When this set gets built, I'm going to park this guy right up next to it. So with that, now let's get our knife. Let's cut open this box. Starting off at the top, we got one piece of tape, 2 pieces of tape. Let's open it up. Let's see what we got. Well, I got a box and a bunch of dead space. Let me show you guys. There we go. So we got tons of dead space. We have a box right there. All these collector's editions usually have 2 boxes. I'm kind of surprised that this one does, as it's only a 2,400 piece. So that's one of the boxes out. And then we have some bags, which look pretty tightly packed in there. Let's do our pour. There we go. Oh, there's one more. It's stuck. Come on out, buddy. There we go. Taking a look at these bags, I see up to a 19. This is where we're going to probably find any extra parts that are off to the side. Our books. We can do a rest of our pour right there. I almost went into my coffee. I don't see any extra bag of parts. I just found one plate. So let's count out these bags really quick and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're coming down to the end of the bags. We got 5, 10, 15, 20, and we have more. So we have 21, 22, 23, and 24. 24 bags total. Now, we don't have any extra bags of accessories, pipes, things like that, but we do have this 16 by 8 plate, probably for one of the floors of the Burrow. Now, let's hop into our books. Our books are going to have 2 pieces of tape, 1 and 2. I do expect quite a sticker sheet with this set, and we have multiple books. So that is that, double checked in there. Coming through. There is our stickers. Okay, so we have 2 sticker sheets. Let's go over the first one. The first one is 24 stickers. I don't see any doubles. They all look to be singles. I would say that's entering the large realm of a sticker sheet. And then we have another one, which takes us from 25 to 38. Double checking. I don't see any doubles on this one either. And that, I would say, is pretty, entry mid scale of stickers. Not too bad. So we have quite a few stickers, 38 to be exact. And then we have our books. We have 1 book, 2 book, and 3. Is there any clues on the back? Just this embroidered type lettering or cursive type lettering. Not quite sure what that means. Any differences on the front? Nope, they are all the same on the front. They are labeled 1 down here at the bottom, 2 and 3, so forth and so on. We do have our QR code to get our 20 points for this set. Our first book is going to be 196 steps and 131 pages, as you can see there. Let's see how many bags are in this first book. Is there an indication in the front? So we do have stuff about the set and the designer in the beginning of the book. But then after that, it just goes straight into bag number 1. So let's do some investigation by going into book number 2. And let's see how many bags. 7 bags. So 7 bags does your first book. So book number 2 picks up at bag number 8 and step 197. So the steps carry on. They do not reset. So this will take us all the way to 437 steps and another 141 pages. So book number 2 was bag 8. To bag 16. So we have 7 bags, 8 bags, and then the rest of it, I believe, goes into this. It carries on starting at step 438. And then looking at the back of the book, it finishes off at 654 steps total and 146 building pages. And then it does have some things about opening up the set. It has some things about how to attach Earl, or however you say that dang owl's name, parts, all of the traditional stuff. Man, it feels good to be in the collector's edition realm of Harry Potter. This is incredible. I'm so happy that this is my first personal collector's edition Harry Potter set that I own. This is like getting the X-Wing, which we got last year. Anyway, guys, I am going to take quite a few days. I have maybe 6 to get this done, and I'm going to watch some Harry Potter movies, have some nice coffee while I do it, and I'm going to enjoy this. I'm looking so forward to showing you this set fully complete, and for you, you get to see it right now. Okay, everybody, let's start our review of the Burrow. We're going to start off with all of these minifigures you see right here, which is the Weasleys plus Harry Potter. Starting off with Harry here, we have a torso print on the front and the back, nothing else. We have his traditional hairpiece in black. There is his traditional face, but he does have a Floo network face. This is when he says, Diagonal Alley. Next up is going to be Ron Weasley. We have a front torso print, as well as back in this really interesting sweater design. Can I get him to focus? There he goes. There is his front printing of his face. Flip him around to his back printing face, which is always going to be nervous, it seems like, on a lot of these sets. Next up is Ginny Weasley. She is in her robe, front torso print, back torso print. Pop off her hair. There is her first face that's printed. And there's her second face, looking worried, just like her brother. Coming in, looking at the mom, Molly. We have front printing on the legs and the torso. We have arm printing on both sides. And we also have back printing on the torso. Along with the traditional printed face, we pop off the hairpiece, and there we can get a good look at the angry face. We see this a lot because of the Weasley's mischief. Next up is Arthur Weasley, which is Dad. We have printing on the front torso and the back torso. No arm printing. He does have this really nice reddish-brown hat, which is a really cool feature. You can take the hat off and switch it out with a hairpiece, and that's what the hairpiece looks like. Taking the hair off, we can take a look at his second face, which looks a bit disappointed. So in each of my fingers here, we have Fred and George Weasley. These are the twins. They have matching front printed torsos. Back printed torsos, no arm print. Matching hair pieces. They do have different printed faces on the front. Taking off their hair. They do have a secondary printed face as well, which is different for each of these, which is how you can tell them apart. Next up, we have Percy. Front printed torso and back printed torso. He's in his pajamas. There is his front face print, and there is his secondary face print. Next up is Charlie Weasley. This one is pretty cool because, well, this is the one we don't see too much in the movies. And you can tell it's him because he's the one handling the dragon egg. This is the one that does the stuff with all of the dragons mentioned in the 4th book. He has a front torso print and a back torso print. Nothing really else. There is his front face, and there's his secondary face right there. Last but not least is Bill Weasley. Front torso print, back torso print. He has long red hair. There is his front expression, taking off his hairpiece. There is his secondary expression, along with some scratch marks from Greyback. And there we have the entire Weasley family. Now let's talk about their house. So as we go through the house, let's go ahead and let's put the figures where we think they should go inside of the house and outside of the house. I know we're going to want to put characters like Harry up here in the front, and we'll just go from there. Now looking at the front, I love the twisted design of the house. That's one of the biggest selling points of this set is the multiple colors, the imperfection, like this window sticking out. This one's a little bit recessed. The planks of the wood are just uneven. This whole house looks like a hodgepodge of just God knows how they freaking built it. And they did a really good job capturing that on Lego. We have a nice mix of reddish brown and normal browns and reddish, darker reds all throughout the roof to make those nice shingles. I love how this house is not symmetrical by any means and parallel to one side to the other. And here we have what looks to be a little balcony. After the balcony, we have more of that imperfect wood design. Here we have Earl with a letter or Earl. I can't say that damn owl's name. Here we have some windows that's kind of angled and protruding. We do have a little outside balcony area up here that I can put my whole finger in. Down below here, we have a pig pen with some pigs. Maybe there is a Weasley we could stick in there or not. I'm not quite sure, so I want them to be visible, not hidden from where I'm going to put this. Coming around to the back, we have a little golden chicken up here. Here's our chimney with some nice detail, normal brickwork, which what we would expect. There's more of that multiple types of dark reds and browns for the shingling of the roof up here. We have that up here as well. More of those angled windows, but these are in teal. We have a couple sticker elements right here to complete this window look that's completely diagonal. This was a really fun building technique to do. We got another little angled window. We got some grays, maybe some metal siding. That's what that's replicating. I don't really remember. We have a toilet bowl element making maybe another tiny little window right there. And then we see more of that traditional shingling on the roof. We do see a little bit of this shingling on the other side as well. And we have some more windows. We have stickers on each corner for the stained glass elements, which we can see here, 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 here. There we have the back door. We have some of that stained glass here and here. I like the elements used to try to make it look like that's what's holding up those perches. Here we have a whole dinosaur tail element to hold up this corner of the roof of the house. And then we're back to the front. Completing the look of the front, we have some more of those sticker elements on each of those windows. We have some flowers and some greenery. Now, I do want to put, maybe we can put Harry right here in the front door, actually. And we can put Arthur there and Molly there, kind of protecting Harry. And then we'll put Ron right up here to kind of be there with his buddy. To get into the set, we're going to open it just like that. And that is how we get into the set. Even though this is an 18 and older collector's edition, there is a lot of interesting things in this set. Right here, you do have a little play function that when you press it, you can see the dishes being done. A little comb element is cleaning a pot. We do have the Floo network chimney, which goes up and down. That is a really cool feature. You can put a minifigure on it and send it up. Here we have these little tiles with these wizards and stuff on them. These are all mixed matched throughout the sets. We have a sticker element right here, up here, some back there for the bathroom backsplash. We do have a little rubber ducky. That's another nod. There's Easter eggs from the movies all throughout. This set is themed in Chamber of Secrets from what I've read. So this would be when we first see the house in the second movie. Here we have the dining table. All throughout the bottom here, there is stickers and Easter eggs and all types of stuff for that dining room scene. Here we have the twins' bedrooms down in here, so we can easily take our twins and we'll stick them in here. Okay, there we got Fred and George inside of their room. There we have a little nod to the Weasley Whizzes. Up here, it looks like we have the parents' bedroom with a whole bunch of little books and stuff. Of course, they got the interesting room with the really cool windows. Up here, we have another bedroom. I forgot which Weasley's bedroom that one is. They do have a flag on their bed for one of the Quidditch teams and a little writing desk in there. Now, there is more rooms to the set, so we'll continue on. But before we do that, we'll put Piercy in this bedroom. Hopefully that is his room and that is correct. But where does all the other figures go? Well, let's close it up and let's take a look. So this roof section comes off, just a chunk of brick. There is a little section in here where there's some Easter eggs inside. And then we can take this next section off, just like that. And here we have another one of their bedrooms. This almost looks like it would be Bill's bedroom. It's hard to say. We're just going to stick Bill in there. How about that? Screw accuracy, right? He's just floating around the house. But that is one of the rooms. Then lastly, we have another room up here. Now, so this room does not come loose. This, I believe, is Ginny's room right here. If you can get a look inside, you can see a thing that says The Boy Who Lived, because, you know, she's always fangirling over Harry. We're just going to put her inside of her room, maybe on top of her bed, kind of looking out of her window. Putting everything back together is pretty simple. We still have one more minifigure plus a hairpiece we got to hide somewhere in the set. We're going to put Arthur's hair inside of his room, and then we can put Bill up here on the little porch area off to the side. And with that, all of our minifigures are hidden within the set, and our set review is completed. So now that we have wrapped with the review on the Burrow, now let's go and let's check out these promos. Let's start off with this poly bag. Now this, like I've said in the beginning of the video, is the Draco in the Forbidden Forest 30677 poly bag. Only like a $5 set. I think this was free with every $30 or $40 purchase. Let's go ahead, let's put it together and check it out really quick. Okay, so let's take a look at this Draco. He has a glow-in-the-dark cylinder for a dark gray metallic lantern, black wand. He does have two faces, an angry dickhead face and just a dickhead smirk face, which is normal for Draco. He has front printing of his torso, back printing of his torso, and he's featuring his typical green and black and gray, white, you know, Slytherin clothes. Not quite sure how much you could pick up on that minifigure, but he's pretty run-of-the-mill. He does come with a side piece of a spider. We all know what these look like in Lego. We've seen a million of them. Then he does come with this little extra little build, which is just another part of the Forbidden Forest with some blue elements and some dark blue elements and some other color blue elements and some purple elements, black, and a owl. So that's your polybag of Draco Malfoy in the Forbidden Forest. We're going to put all these together, just like that. Put Draco in the front, put the spider in the back, stick it in there just like that, and done. And you know what? I'm just going to plop him right over here. Next up to take a look at is the promo. Now, the way that they put these bands on the promo, you have no choice but to break the paper around them, which is fine. I'm curious to see if this is metal or plastic. Let's take a look. There's some tissue paper. Now, this is supposed to be of the Weasley clock that we see in the movie, just their own little rendition. The base is metal. Let's get our thing out here. And the clock itself is metal. It is kind of stiff. There we go. And then we do have another little piece to it, which is also metal. I guess it is a magnet. Okay, so we take the stand, we put in this little piece, and then we stick it in like that. And that's how you put this together. I don't know why they manufactured it like that. Maybe if you want to put this on a refrigerator, you now can. But that is of the clock. It's got the names Arthur, Ginny, Molly, Fred, George, Ronald. Fred and George are together. I guess they go everywhere together. On the opposite side of each of the thing, there is their picture. And as you turn it, you can see prison, lost, Quidditch, on all types of different types of places. Bed, holiday, forest, all that cool stuff. So yeah, you know what? That is a pretty cool promo. And I'm actually going to keep that with the set just like that. I think it's pretty unique, and I'll put this box off to the side and store it someplace safe. For now, that's my desk. Next up, we're going to take a look at the Borgin and Burke's Floo Network. Let's go ahead and open up this promo set. This is with $130 of any Harry Potter set. The clock was only a promo for the Burrow itself. Now you need to get a new knife. There we go. Or a new blade for that knife. So 2 pieces of tape, get her done. This is 40695. If I didn't already say the set number, which I'm pretty sure I did. Give it a shaky shake. There we are. So at this, we're going to have 2, 3, and 1. So we're going to have 3 bags to get it built. We have 2 little Technic rods and a little plate and a really tiny little sticker sheet. I will say it's a little odd to me that it's Draco Malfoy's dad, Lucius, in the chimney, but, you know, they got to throw in a minifigure here somewhere. We all know it's Harry that comes down the Burgin and Burke's chimney. We all know that from the movie. But it is really cool that they include this in the set, because when we're first introduced to the Floo Network and the Weasleys, this is how they get from the Weasleys to Diagon Alley. So it's cool to get those together. Let me get this built for you really quick. It's going to be a total of 60 building steps and 67 pages to get this one put together. Let's get it done. And here we have all 190 pieces of the Borgin and Burke's Floo Network. I cannot pronounce my U's today, or my O's, I guess. And that's what it looks like. It's just a glorified, you get the point, chimney of what's in this. A lot of the same building techniques, a lot of the same parts. It's just decorated a little bit of a different way. We have a sticker element here, 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 and then on this little thing that's supposed to go with Lucius. And Lucius is a pretty basic minifigure, torso printing on the front, on the back, 2 different faces. We do have all these minifigure little skulls. We have this little head with the same hairpiece, but in dark bluish gray as Draco Malfoy. Cups, coins, pretty traditional stuff. We have a little sign where it says Borgin and Burke's right there. That's how we know. The gear is up here to operate the chimney. instead of being in the front like it is inside of the house. And that's your promo for, what was it, 130 or more for any Harry Potter. But I think these two go pretty good together. And if you didn't notice, I put Lucius on the ground and not in the chimney, because I think Harry should be in the chimney if I was to put him in a chimney, not the Death Eater. So with that, that does it for this set. Its promos and everything about it. Now, how do I feel about all of this stuff? Well, you know what? I don't really care too much about GWPs. Yeah, they're very cool. I think when you get a collector's edition set like this, or a UCS set from Star Wars, having the GWP to go with it is kind of like ice cream on the cake, or icing on the cake, however you put that phrase. I know with all of the sets that I've sold recently, which is a lot, I've sold a good chunk of my collection during this move. I've kept every GWP, but I did notice that on some of the ones that I had extras of and that I sold on eBay, the resale values were not very, very good. So as I get into this Lego thing, I'm starting to realize that a lot of the stuff is not as special as people make it out to be, and you only need to order and get what makes you happy. And, you know, to get this set on opening day, these were all just an added bonus. I love the set. I cannot wait to put it right here out of frame and just look at it and enjoy it every time I go in and out of my kitchen. This is the best collector's edition set if you are going to start a collector's edition collection. That is a tongue twister. And that's exactly what I'm doing with this. This is the very first out of many that I hope to collect. Maybe I might go back once money's doing better and maybe get Gringotts Bank. We'll see where time goes, because there's always new things coming down the pipeline, and I prioritize buying the new stuff over the old stuff, especially now that everything's being funded by me, myself, and I. So I'm very happy with this set. I think you would be too if you're still on the fence with it. I don't see very often these sets coming into sale, but if you can, I think that would be a perfect time to get this set, or on a 2 times or more points day at Lego would be another good time to pick up this set. By the time this video comes out, we will already be 2 days away from when the Back to Hogwarts week ended at Lego, so I don't know if they still have any of these promos available, but by that time you won't be getting any of the promos, and these will be at your mercy on eBay if you want to get these to accompany your set. So with that, everybody, that does it for today's video. If you guys want to support the Lego channel, there's 2 ways to do so. Right down below, there's a little thank you button. When you hit that, you can leave a small donation. Anything you guys can donate goes to the Lego hobby directly behind me. Just equally as important, you can hit that subscribe button and follow along with every single thing that we do here. That would be much appreciated. As usual, like and share the video with your friends, and most importantly, drop your comments down below. Did you get this on opening day? Did you go down to the store and pick it up, or did you have it ordered and shipped to your house like I did? Let me know how you feel about it and whatever you can think of. And on that, well, besides an RC video, it might be time for Halloween. And that's your hint for the next video. You all have a good one. We'll see you then.